Dynamite Download. Welcome to Dynamite Download, your source for positive coverage of all elite wrestling.
This is what pro wrestling feels like.
I told you guys, positive energy.
I think that created a little moment in itself.
You're saying I have a better record than Kenny Omega and Samoa Joe, and now I'm going to have to wrestle them.
Super kick, hot tag!
I've never seen someone able to break down like wrestling like he does.
That punk, that long-haired hippie freak.
My real story does connect with a lot of people.
So that you need to be careful in the locker room.
It definitely thinks that women's wrestling has been elevated.
And with the loss of Brody, I feel like we were just kind of a little bit directionless.
I was like deep diving into like cults.
Raw horse.
Raw horse?
Oh my god!
Amazing.
I had to smack him around a few times to fully gain his respect.
You said that in front of the voice of a generation?
It was Frankie's match.
Awesome.
This podcast is quite frankly the drizzling shit, if I'm being quite honest.
Today spread positivity about AEW.
Welcome to Dynamite Download.
Woo!
Look at this squad right here, man. This is like the new Death Riders right here. We see right like this. Boom. It's the new elite.
Survivor Series. Yeah.
I get to be Pac.
Yeah, all right. We could either be the Death Riders or it could be the elite. We're definitely not going to be the Don Callis family, that's for sure. Yeah, there you go. You got the mock shoulder rolls and all that. There you go. What's up,
right,
everyone?
Happy
Friday.
Does that mean Steve is Claudio?
Why? Because he's bald?
Well, you know, I mean, I don't know, just fitting in. Maybe you could be Claudio. I don't know. Or
we'll make our own We'll make our own Dynamite Download rider.
SPD, you're Wheeler.
You're Wheeler. F you, Yuta. Hold on, I gotta do this then.
Brent, yeah, there you.
Well, Courtney.
I'm Yuta.
Yeah, well, Courtney can be. Courtney can be Marina Shafir, and I don't know, Brent, you'll be Statlander.
Hey, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow afternoon, which is great. As we've talked highly on how we just love these afternoon pay-per-views, 3 in a row, man. It is great. It's we're not staying up till midnight. I mean, hey, Aaron, you're on Central Time, so it's a little bit different. But man, you got the whole evening available for you afterwards. But thanks for being in the chat, Steven. And last night, talked briefly on Dynamite Download, but real quick, like if all of you go, we'll go do a little round table. If you could pick one match you're most excited for tomorrow's show on a 13-match card, including the Brawl Tailgate Brawl starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll start with you, Steven the Snake. What match? Number one match are you looking forward to the most? It's hard to pick one, I know.
Yeah. How about a tie? How's that for sounds? The Tony four-way. And also the triple threat, Okada, Mizuki, and Dorada.
That's going to be a sleeper. I think that one is going to be under. I think it's that triple threat is undershadowed with the card, and it's like it just kind of like slid right in there. No pun intended there, but I think it is going to be such an awesome match. I mean, Takeshita is doing some great work, and obviously Mascara Dorado was my top performer last night. The guy is just incredible. ALW, what about you? If you had to pick one.
Oh, I've had to pick one.
I know, it's this tough. 1 out of 13.
Just one?
I had to do a tie.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, the Snake again.
I got a tie myself because there's 3 matches that I am equally excited for. Of course, the Hanger match. That's a no-brainer. But the other 2, because I'll get to my predictions later, but the 4-way AEW Women's World Title match and Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin, the coffin match. And I'll give you why I'm so excited about it later, because I have a idea.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, Aaron, we need to get you a shirt that says "Quiet Hangman's Wrestling."
Yes. Yes.
I like that idea.
Yes. or he's on TV. Period.
Yeah, quiet Hangman's on TV. Brent, man, what about you? If you could pick one or two, I mean, we'll allow you to pick two as well, but anything that's like really just on the sizzling hot, ready for you to see tomorrow.
It's got to be the 4-way women's match. I think that's the one I'm looking forward the most. I think it's the one that's I think we'll talk about in the predictions, but yeah, I mean that's probably the one I'm looking forward the most. I'm just going to stick with that.
Mine.
Y'all are taking my answers. I mean, I'm the 4-way is what I'm looking forward to the most, and I got to say that the triple threat, Takeshita, Okada, and Dorada. Dorada's just so fun to watch. He's going to be that wild card, but I do think this juicy storyline, we'll talk more about it, is more, this is going to be either the catalyst or it's just going to flat out happen. This is when Takeshita goes babyface. It may not happen right away. Like it may be just like maybe what plays out to Full Gear, but it's coming and it's going to be glorious, and he's going to slide right into that babyface top tier, and it's
perfectly.
Gonna be awesome. Yeah,
I love everyone's predictions and excitement there, but to me, one of my favorite gimmick matches is a ladder match, and the caliber of talent in that ladder match. When that got announced, I was so excited. I think that one I'm definitely looking forward to. So many of these matches, like in the final push for All Out tomorrow, really ramped up to a level 10. That 4-way women's match you all are talking about, like it was kind of thrown together for a second, but then you get all what we got over the last few weeks of television. It just like really put some gas on fire. The Fletcher Hangman really put some gas on fire, and like that triple threat is really gonna I think surprise a lot of people and sneak in there. I hope it gets plenty of time for that. But if we want to dive in, I think we should talk about that triple threat match because, like I said, it's kind of under the radar. Let's start with that one. When it shouldn't be under the radar, because you have the Okada, the 3-belt champion Okada.
Yeah.
You have Takeshita with all that kind of going on with what's gonna happen with him, and then Dorado just put on a hell of a performance. Is he wrestling tonight in CMLL? Does anyone know?
MJF is supposed to wrestle. Actually, yes.
MJF is, but is Dorado?
I think he is.
I thought was he wrestling Mystico for the belt or Dorado?
Mystico.
Okay, Mystico.
That was Mystico. I think Dorada is wrestling too. Let me see.
Yeah, it seems. I mean, he's a pivotal part of CMLL. So on this one, man, this is a tough one. I mean, we're starting heavy with this triple threat. Steven, if you want to go ahead, I mean, this was one of your matches you're looking forward to. How do you think this is going to pan out, and who's your pick?
Well,
no, Heshachero is, but not Dorado.
Okay.
I do know for a fact, though, a few days before Wrestle Dream, Kazuki's going to Japan to go for the IWGP title against Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
But I'm picking the Bitchmaker, guys.
Bitch. The Bitchmaker.
Bitchmaker. Yep. Picking the Bitchmaker, okay.
All right, hang on. Watch this. Steven gets a special insignia on his maple leaf.
Mine should be a cowboy.
Yeah,
it should.
Yeah,
a maple leaf with a cowboy hat on top.
All right. Speaking of cowboy, what about you, buddy?
Oh, and correction, Mascara is wrestling. He is in a 6-man tag match. I did not see him there with the card. It was kind of blurry. He's in a 6-man tag match with Atlantis Jr. and Neon. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Anyway, my pick. I got also Okada, and at the end, Don Callis' family attacks Takeshita, and that is when we'll see Takeshita turn babyface, and this will lead to a AEW Unified Championship match at Wrestle Dream.
Oh,
and that's where I'll see Takeshita dethrone the Rainmaker.
Yeah, the interesting thing about a triple threat, and which we'll talk about with the 4-way as well, it's like the champion does not have to be pinned. So it's kind of an interesting wrench to throw in there in a good or bad way. Brent, what about you?
Man, I like ALW's prediction there. That's pretty awesome, Aaron. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Okada too. I think eventually Takeshi's gonna win. Wrestle Dream sounds like Aaron just said. Sounds like that's probably gonna happen there.
It'll be tough for Kazuki to come back from Japan to be right off the bat at Wrestle Dream though, like 2 or 3 days or so before.
Wrestle Dream comes before or after Full Gear?
Before Full Gear.
Okay, it's
Full Gear is November. Wrestle Dream's October 18th or something like that.
So I bet they do the
October 18th, Saturday, October 18th.
I bet they do that
another
unification. I bet they do that unification at Full Gear.
Well, I wonder if so. You know, the money here to me is a one-on-one match with Takeshita and Okada.
Yep.
So I'm picking Okada. Crayfish picked Takeshita. As much as I want Takeshita to win tomorrow, I just think it would be more rewarding as fans to have him win on a one-on-one match. I think this match is just going to be bonkers, but maybe Okada pins Dorado and Takeshita is distracted by Callis or some kind of element of that. You're talking ALW. I like that. You know, whether it be a distraction and they come out and interfere or whatever it may be, and Takeshi gets pissed, and then you just continue that slow build, the slow burn of him kind of being annoyed with the Callis family, because Danielson on commentator was saying, I was like, oh, you know, Takeshi didn't come out with the Don Callis family. Someone said something about that last on Wednesday's show. So I do want the ultimate payoff for a one-on-one match. And so I think this is just getting us the seeds watered here tomorrow with this triple threat.
I'm with everybody, most everybody, Okada. And I think here's the thing. I'm with exactly what you just said. I think this Takeshita babyface turn and this Takeshita Okada feud, this one-on-one that we all want, it needs to simmer. It needs to be cooking for a while. I think 1 month is not enough time to really milk this. And you've got this army of the Callis family. So Takeshi is going to have to kind of do the trials of Hercules. He's going to have to go through, like Callis is going to throw everybody. Lance Archer. He's going to throw Josh Alexander. He's going to throw the entire Callis family at Takeshi for him to actually finally get to Okada. And it's going to be like, trials of Hercules. He's going to, and whatever's going to happen at Wrestle Dream. And it's like you said, Steve, if Okada's going to be wrestling before Zack Sabre, before Wrestle Dream, that's when Takeshi is going to be focused on probably a Josh Alexander or somebody else in the. I mean, I don't think he's going to go after Fletcher, but that would even be interesting, a Fletcher versus Takeshi match. But I don't think that's happening. But I do think Full Gear is far enough away that you can milk 8 weeks out of this feud in a mid 4 weeks to Full Gear. And by the time Takeshita walks into the arena in Full Gear, he's full on babyface, and he's ready to dethrone Okada at that point.
How about Okada shows up in Japan to cost Kazuki the title?
That's a good point. I mean, has he shown face in New Japan since he left? I mean, that would be a hell of a pop. That he comes in and gives him the Rainmaker and costs him the title.
Yep.
That's a great take.
Yep. So
blur the lines a little bit, Forbidden Door style. I like it.
The beauty of the partnerships.
Yep.
Exactly. I love it.
Do we have a vote for Courtney, Ranger Man, or Bobby? Looks like the missus is going with us with Okada.
Court might still be in the chat. Welcome, Courtney. We'll see what I just sent Bobby the card on Instagram. We'll see if he jumps on Instagram Live, but we'll get back to those ones. But
I like how you got our maple fleece looking like.
I know, isn't that awesome?
Awesome.
And look,
it's like a
angel at the top of the Christmas tree. Look at the angel at the top of the snake angel at the top of the Christmas tree.
Brent, pick a match you want us to chat about next.
Let's talk about the Mercedes and Riho.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get the worst match out of the way.
Stinky hoe.
Fighting words right there.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that with Riho.
It is a shame though. Like I mean, Steven, you're not. I don't mean to say it's going to be the worst match, but like in a flooded card, only 2 women's matches. Like I'm excited to see, as I talked about last night, the chemistry with these two. Like I feel like they have pound for pound, they have very impressive strong style. Whoa, okay. Strong style offense on there, but. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say, but Brent,
what if I was going for the upset, mind?
What are you looking forward to most on this match, Brent?
Do it. I need the points.
I mean, just to see, Riho looked a little bit rusty, I would say, the last, 2 matches. But I've always been a big fan of hers. So I think, and Mercedes, like we've been talking, the last, months, how we really have been enjoying her matches. And so I think it's going to be a good match, So, we'll see what happens. I don't think Riho is going to win because Mercedes is going to have to beat Jade Cargill's record. It'll be interesting to see who she drops it to.
Who would you
have a bold prediction for that as well?
Yeah, if we can all talk about that,
Brent's
this does
not
seem
gonna
like
like
a pretty much a lock for Mercedes, and she's so close to the record. She's less than right now on the 19th. She's less than a month away from beating Jade's record. Like at this point, you got to do that. And was it you, Aaron, who was saying that was have her title for 1,000 days? I mean, why not? She's doing some great stuff. Just go up and down the roster, continue. But if you guys had to pick. We'll start with you, Brent. If you had to pick someone to dethrone her, given the landscape of what we're seeing in the women's division next month, if she were to get dethroned once she surpasses that title record and beats the Jade one, who would you want her to lose to, given the landscape currently?
Geez, who would I want her? I mean, who I'd want her to lose to, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Given what we're seeing as of late, storyline.
I've been interested to see who's going to be the first woman to hold both of those championships. Not at the same time, but Riho, if she would have won, she'd be the first to have both. But I think if when we talk about the 4-way, that could be a possibility. The first person to get both. But geez, oh man, Mercedes, well, since they're both heels, I was thinking Megan Bayne, but I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, if it's going to be a baby face, it'd be nice to see a newer TBS champion.
Right.
Maybe the only person I can think of right now is Jamie Hayter, but I know didn't Mercedes beat her?
Come here.
See, but the thing about Jamie Hayter is she's kind of, not that the TBS is a mid-card title, but I almost see Hayter needs to be in the main title picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to see Hayter. I mean, really, I'd like to see Hayter versus Toni Storm without the 4-way. I'd prefer that and Jamie Hayter winning the world title again. But geez, man, if it's not Jamie Hayter, I'm thinking of a baby face. Maybe.
I mean, you said Windsor.
That's what I was going to say.
A rematch.
Windsor.
I forgot
about
Windsor. That'd be great. I'd be down. I mean, that'd be the push I think that she would really like. I mean, she's already great in the ring, but I think to give her a run with the belt would be awesome.
I think so too.
I think she's earned it.
Yeah. I think Windsor would be perfect. Windsor reminds me.
Go ahead, Miner. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say real quick. Doesn't Windsor kind of remind you of early Thunder Rosa?
Oh yeah,
in the wrestling style.
So. I mean, and they had a banger match in the Riot Cabaret.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. Hard hitting. I think a combination between her and Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both very physical. Great moveset. Lots of energy. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Mind. I like that. I like Windsor. That'd be. And then they had a great match too. Mercedes and Windsor.
Killer. It just wasn't time. It's like
they
Cowboy
probably should have
was
done
saying.
it that soon.
She's got to beat the Cargill record first, and then all is open.
Well, I was thinking. I know she's on the shelf currently. Athena. If Athena loses her title, only thing I could think of.
Steven.
Only thing I could think of Athena to lose is the Billy Starks to lose her title to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I could think of. That could be Athena's.
Is
Billy
Athena
Starks.
hurt?
Yeah, they put her rest. Oh, she's on the shelf.
On the shelf.
Okay.
Steve,
Yeah,
would you,
Aaron,
would you want?
I like Athena. I like that. You can you can push her as a. I mean, she was a tweener in a little while when she was going against Windsor. You know, she's getting a lot of pops and stuff like. But Athena is such a good heel and baby face, and so I think running that back with Mercedes somehow would be really cool.
I think it would be cool, Steve, to build off of what you said, is if like Mercedes in her arrogance decides she wants another belt and goes after the Ring of Honor championship and it bites her in the ass, because then they make it title for title, and Athena gets the TBS title and still has Ring of Honor title. What do you think about that? Do you think that would work, or do you think she's got to lose the Ring of Honor title before she can fully go?
She has to lose the title first.
She has to?
Yeah, she has to lose the Ring of Honor title. But for the record, Windsor, Ontario, not very far from London.
There you go.
But we're Dynamite.
That's right.
Right.
Hey, let's go with Steven or Aaron, actually, because what match you want to talk about other than the Hangman match? We'll wait a few more for that. I mean, we could talk about it right now. I don't mind either way. Whatever one you want to talk about.
I got one in mind, but on this, the Mercedes, even though it'd be cool for her to hold 1,000, I got one, again, Brent's not gonna like it, so don't be really mad at me right now.
Oh no!
I know what he's. I know what you're gonna say now.
The Doctor has to go with the Doctor surprise return tomorrow after Mercedes wins, and we can get Mercedes and Britt Baker 2 at Wrestle Dream for the TBS Championship.
Better than one.
Plug your ears, Courtney. I know you don't like Brett.
That's my bold prediction. That's my bold prediction.
I keep wondering if she's going to show up in Pittsburgh. I think that's.
For what it's worth. I mean, Brent, we talked about that. Like, if she doesn't show up tomorrow at All Out, and then also does not show up in Pittsburgh next week, like I don't see her being in AEW at all anymore.
That's true.
Yeah,
but. That would be
the
redemption story that she needs. Mm-hmm. I think she would need this, like a heavy redemption if she was to show face Mercedes. I'm not done with you, and I see you doing this. You think you're a pillar and all that, and make that. I could totally see that playing out. I was looking at the Mercedes' matches. Has she? Willow is another one of those. Oh yeah, she did beat Willow back in 2024, Double or Nothing. Okay,
that was a year
on
ago.
That. What match you want to talk about, Aaron?
Oh, the next match I want to talk about, because, like I said, I want to talk about this one first before I talk about another one, and it is the women's 4-way match.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you why.
Woohoo!
I'm going with, and it's going to link up to another match later, which I'll talk about that later first. But I want to give this one first because I really hope this one happens before the other match, because this is why I pick it. I'm going with Chris Statlander winning.
Yep.
And it will be due to the aid of Marina Shafir and Yuta and the Death Riders and helping her win the Women's World Championship.
I like it. I hate it, but I like it.
And I'll give why later in the other match.
Okay.
I could see it full circling on that as well. Like,
because I don't want to give away my pick on the next one either.
Brent, this is one of your number one matches for tomorrow. Like, what are you looking forward to most, and how do you see it panning out?
It's hard.
I know.
Because I think I'm feeling the same way you, SPD. I'd love more Tony. I mean, we're gonna get more Tony, no matter if she wins or loses. But
she don't need the belt, in my opinion.
Just the belt, just her with the belt. I don't know. Like, but she's beat almost everybody that I could think of. You know, it would have been nice. Like I said, I would have preferred her and Hayter at least somewhere because, you know, Hayter lost her belt to Tony, and that's a cool storyline. But you know what? You know, I'm thinking the same lines as Aaron there. And I'm not sad about it because I love Statlander. She's one of my favorites. I mean,
too. She's long overdue.
You know, and she'll be the first woman to have both the TBS and the world title, which I think would be cool. I to think that she had both titles at one time, but yeah, I mean, and it'll be cool to see what happens if she joins the Death Riders, if she doesn't, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm okay with. I think just the way it's going to pan out, she's going to win. But I think if Statlander, Hayter, or Tony wins, I don't think it's a loss for.
What, you don't want to see Tekla win?
I mean, like, realistically, she's just too new, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like her. I just
not over Statlander.
Yeah, I mean, like, she's kind of like the oddball here. She's probably going to take the loss.
She's been on a roll, though, hence Stevens, all his points that he's been getting from her.
I love the match on Wednesday with Aminata. That was
yes, that was a fantastic match. 100% agree. That was
Dorada and Mordos.
She would be a good TBS champion. Aminata.
Yeah. Why didn't we bring her up?
Yeah.
Aminata would be tremendous.
I would love that.
Agree.
The one and only.
Tekla, she has probably the best record in the women's division over the last 2 months. Like, her win-loss record is fantastic. They've been pushing her really good. Now, like I said, if you put everyone's name in a Yahtzee cup and threw it on the thing, and whoever came out would win, I would be happy with any of the four, the way that they blend this together. Yeah. However, I agree. Like, you got some great points, Brent, on this, but I honestly, I'm going to say I don't think that Stat's going to join the Death Riders. If I'm wrong, I'll be happily wrong, because I think it'd be kind of cool to see another female in the Death Riders and kind of, powerhouse as Stat. But there's a lot of meat on the bones with some singles feuds right here with any of these four ladies. Statlander and Hayter were kind of going at it, and then obviously Tony and Hayter have some beef, and Tekla and Tony, I don't think, have gone one-on-one at all either. So there's a lot of stuff that could, no pun intended here, spiderweb out of this match that was kind of thrown together that we're all super stoked about. With that being said, I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Tony Storm. It's a tough one. Crayfish is going Tony Storm too, but this is one of those, like, I'm okay if I'm wrong, because I would not be mad. I just hope there's more to this match other than the match. Like, some stuff comes out of it. Whether it be if Tony wins, Statlander comes out or beats her down even with the Death Riders. She might not need to win the match to join the Death Riders too. So I just want more to come out of this match. I have high expectations for a deeper storyline versus the actual result itself.
Let's hear from the Snake.
Well, I know Hayter and Tekla is not going to win because I like to see them wrestle one-on-one. Let's get that going, okay?
Yeah,
agree.
Hayter on the show because of her. I'm picking Tony Storm, guys. Tony's going to retain. I think it's going to be the opposite. I think Wheeler and Marina is going to turn on, get Statlander. Swerver.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Interesting.
I got to go with the Snake on this one. I'm picking Tony. I can never bet against Tony Storm. I also do think that's the swerve, is they're going to turn on Statlander, but I'm going one further step because Shayna Baszler is in the Death Riders and is going to join Marina Shafir. And then we're going to finally get our women's tag team division going. And then Statlander's going to need, of all people, Statlander's going to need Willow's help.
Brent, as a Statlander super fan, which we all are, we think very highly of her. Would you rather have her be in the Death Riders or be aligned with Willow?
I I mean, we kind of already saw the Willow thing. I mean, and I kind of like. I had said this before. Just about how like I'm digging on the Death Riders now, where I kind of like them. Getting more members now, but like it kind of
they're
makes
going to replace them.
Yeah, so like, and I think like Stat, has that dark side kind of in general. So
yeah,
I'd kind of like to see what happens with it. If she becomes world champion and goes over there, it'd be kind of cool.
For the record, I like Statlander. Don't get me wrong, but I think
what's not to like about her? I mean, she's a hard-hitting, awesome, funny and witty promos. Really amazing wrestling.
I want that Statlander hater one-on-one feud.
Exactly. That's why I want so many of these one-on-ones. Like,
yeah, I missed the alien gimmick.
I do. I do too. I like the alien.
Yep.
Oh,
there we go.
Tell me the best Statlander moment though was when she showed up in that claw machine and I popped so hard.
That glass that hit Penelope's face was insane. I remember watching that live at Daly's place. Penelope took that glass and I was like, oh my gosh.
The makeup imprint of Penelope Ford's face was on the glass. That was so funny.
Good.
Oh, incredible.
I was so happy, yeah.
All right, this is a good one. I mean, this is a good one. This is definitely, like I said earlier, like unexpected, kind of thrown together in a sense of, because that's what I was predicting. I was like, where does Toni Storm go? Like, I mean, make it a 4-way, make it some kind of, I don't know if I had all these ladies in there, but I like it. And I really want some more shenanigans / stuff happening to deepen the story with all these ladies, because the world title picture and everyone intertwined in that is hot. A lot of people are around there for that. Pick a match, then I'll go.
Okay, well, I got to go with one of my other favorite matches because the word of the day is ass whooping, and that is exactly what my boy, the Chicken, is going to do to that MJF. He's going to whoop his ass all up and down with the tables and the tacks so bad that they're going to fire him from that movie he's going to be doing soon, and he's going to have to stay wrestling because he can't take any more breaks. But I am going to give him a break. I'm going to break his ass off and break my foot up in it.
Words of the day.
Yeah, you got to make sure you bark after that.
Yes.
Words of the day.
What was that? Word of the day was what?
Redneck Kung Fu.
Redneck Kung Fu. Hiya!
And I pity the food. Go Mr. T reference. I pity the food.
I pity the food.
How do you think this one's going to pan out, Mind?
Brian Keith also needs to start doing the Mr. T gimmick, I think. I think that would be pretty.
Oh, right. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Perfect.
And I'll lead it off.
Yes, please do.
I think Chicken's winning. I think this is going to be a surprise. But I think MJF's about to take some more time off. He's finally going to do his honeymoon. He's also got a movie in the pike. But aside from that, this is about putting Mark Briscoe over. And that's what MJF. And I know he's our scumbag. Everybody hates him. But I if you saw how many people were at his wedding, this dude behind closed doors, the biggest kept secret in AEW is Maxwell Jacob Friedman is actually a good guy. He just plays this asshole, And
I'm
so
not buying it.
I am completely buying it because there was a little bit of love when he called our podcast the Drizzling Shits. That's his way of complimenting people. And I think that that's exactly what that is. I think this is designed to give Mark Briscoe a good look. I think MJF's going to disappear for a while.
I'm wondering about Briscoe if he's going to take time off because his wife is expecting number 9.
Oh shoot, he's got enough.
Again, another baby?
Yeah,
he's expecting number 9. Yeah,
man, what a fertile family.
Well, he's got enough older. She's got enough kids to take care of the other kids. He's got like babysitters for days. So yeah,
he's got another faction going on.
In fact, he can't take time off. I got mouths to feed.
That's true. There you go.
He's gonna be creeping up on the Dougars.
yeah, right. Octomom ain't got
Man, this
Love
one
growing
is
up in this family.
Steven, how do you think this one's going to pan out?
My head think it's Briscoe. My heart think it's MJF. I don't know his contract status with MLW. I'm wondering about Hammerstone.
Ooh,
gonna get involved.
Interesting. That's interesting.
So I'm going to go with Redneck Kung Fu.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like Briscoe needs this win more than MJF.
Mm-hmm.
And even if MJF cheats to win and all that, like I don't think that's going to be like beneficial for his character, for his story in any sense. Like, MJF to have back-to-back pay-per-view losses, but also back-to-back pay-per-view awesome matches with, Hangman last pay-per-view and then now Briscoe. Briscoe needs this win. MJF already beat Briscoe once, and it was not the ref missed the call per se. And so I'm going with Briscoe. Crayfish is going with Briscoe. And I just feel like you need to have this. And you're right, Mind. I do think there's a little silver lining that, MJF taking the time to and all this, with Briscoe, even though, he's calling him white trash and all this stuff, like for him to uplift him and do the deed of taking the pin or whatever it may be. Someone in John, you said, what are the rules to win this match? I don't know if they've established the rules. I just think it's probably no DQ, submission, but thumbtack tables are in play at all times, which is just a brutal stipulation for sure on that one. But Briscoe, I think you need to push, especially with Ospreay out, Swerve out. Briscoe is kind of that medium to high level baby face that everyone loves, and I think you need to have that moment with him for it.
About Ospreay, he confirmed that he just had successful neck surgery.
Get back soon, even though he's on Team SPD. I don't think we'll be seeing him anytime soon, but who knows when next draft season 7 if it's gonna be a sleeper pick or not. Brent, who are you picking?
Wow, I was going MJF. You guys kind of convinced me that
that's what it's all about. Being in, doing this show live. It's like you have your picks, but it's like selling a ketchup popsicle to women in white gloves.
I'll tell you what, though, Mind Runner's right about MJF backstage. I got to sit with MJF, Thunder Rosa, and MVP in catering. And I got to watch MJF all day backstage, and he is totally a professional.
Yeah.
When the camera comes on, he's the best heel you can get. But like he's a team player backstage. I think he's just great in general. And you could almost see that with those wedding photos as well.
Oh yeah,
that's what it's all about. I mean, that's what you want to hear. I mean
he didn't want. Yeah. I know. I heard he didn't want those to come out. He was a little upset about it, but how. I mean, look at all the wrestlers that were there. So someone's posted them.
To me, I enjoyed seeing those selfishly as a fan, but it does not take away from him being an absolute piece of shit on TV.
No,
at all.
Not at all. No, not at all.
It does not.
So, like, it humbles him a little bit, him actually, being a human and having some emotion. But it's like secretly you're happy for him. Well, you are not secretly. You're happy for him, but also at the same time, it's like you get the character, you get it, like, but he lives it. I don't know. You guys, maybe if you've heard this story or not, but back in 2021 at the first All Out, second All Out, whatever it was in Chicago, we were at the hotel for the weekend, went to Rampage, went to the pay-per-view, and the wrestlers were there. And at the bar, Crayfish and I kept buying MJF drinks, and we put our Dynamite download sticker on there. Margaritas is like salt of the earth, and we give him a margarita. And then he took the sticker off and put it on Chuck Taylor's shoe, whatever it is. But the day of the show, I'm waiting out in front of the hotel, waiting for one of our friends, Bonds, if you've ever seen Bonds on our show many years ago, to pick me up. And I'm just sitting there waiting in front of the hotel. And then all of a sudden an SUV pulls up, rolls his window down. He goes, "Dynamite download sucks donkey dick," and then pulls away. I'm like, what the? It was so funny. I'm like, I didn't know what to say. I froze. I was like, what the? Like, it's not what I expected. So he rolls his window down just to send a freaking chirp to me, like to talk smack. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then he would, when we'd give him the margaritas, he would mouth drizzling shits. He would mouth it to us every time we would. And he would like be talking smack to Crayfish, and Cray was kind of taking a little personal a little bit sometimes. I'm like, bro, it's fine. Like he was in character at the bar. But also, like, I'm like just cracking up, like laughing at this shit too. Like, I'll turn around and I just start laughing. But like, there's no one like him. I mean, he's a one-on-one for sure. And like AEW did find a diamond in the rough there with him, and I'm happy that he's Team AEW. Whether he got that tattoo removed or not, if that's legit or not, I don't know why he would do that. But it's nice to hear that story too, Brent. Appreciate that. That's good. Good to hear.
I got
But we
another
still hate him.
I got another scenario. What if his wife gives Mark a low blow in the match?
Oh,
wait. What do you mean? What kind of match are you talking about? A little blow?
A low blow.
Whoa.
Oh, low blow.
Whoa.
What kind of match is this? I thought tables and tacks, not tables and tricks. What?
Get your mind out of the gutter, mind runner.
Hey,
well, Briscoe might need a
gutter.
low blower too if he's going to be.
I'm just joking, man.
It's okay.
Go down that baby making process there on the chicken farm.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
ALW, how do you see this one panning out?
Y'all made some very convincing points.
Yeah.
But.
Whoa.
Uh-oh, there's a but.
And yes, put mine over there because I got a bold prediction. Another one. I got a lot of bold predictions for this one.
Love it.
We get, because after what I saw at MLW, the last show they had last weekend, I am picking that, Hammerstone is coming out to assist MJF and putting, even though I love my brother Mark Briscoe, but Hammerstone are going to help out MJF, put him through that thumbtacks table, and then MJF is going to walk out the victor in this. And then Hammerstone is going to, I hate to say this, he's going to try help MJF win the world title.
Wow. Is he going to be the new Wardlow?
I know, that's just a Wardlow kind of clone in a sense, right?
Or
Hammerlow.
They work together, and with my other prediction later with Hangman and Fletcher, I will let y'all know later about that, because I have a little story in mind for that one, whether it be true or not.
Dynasty reunion, MJF and Hammerstone.
Wow. Who is
it?
Who else?
Victor Holiday too.
There you go. Wow.
Shout out to him.
That's quite. I like that. All right, SBD. You want to call the next one?
Yeah, let's do CC versus FTR. What's going to open the show tomorrow, live right at 3:00. Man, I really loved. I mean, this was the first match that was announced for All Out, so it definitely had to have some fuel on the fire for sure. And two nights ago on Dynamite, that microphone pop to Uncle Dax to break his nose was quite the moneymaker for, because it cost him $100,000. Christian Cage has got plenty of money, so his runs deep pockets, but he made it count with that microphone pop. I was like, oh, my jaw dropped because of just literally just bam. But, on this day, I see clear. There's no way that Cope and Cage are losing in their hometown, reuniting after X amount of years, reuniting on that. But I think that this build has been really fantastic over the last few weeks, especially in the Philly arenas. FTR has gotten some mad heat, arguing with the fans, getting in the faces of fans. And then having the brawls, and a lot of the brawls have ended in with some blood as well. So I do think I was kind of shocked that this is going to open up the show, but no better way to get the crowd just absolutely on fire to have them sing Metalingus, right off the bat, and then have them sing it again after they take the W from FTR. But I don't think this is the end. I think there's still going to be a little bit more meat on the bones after this. Potentially, as we called mine, maybe a TLC match down the line with whomever comes out the World Tag Team Champions of tomorrow and these two teams again. But definitely CNC, as they're calling it. And I think they're going to be whoever is, if not a TLC triple threat match, CNC are going to have their eyes on the tag team titles next, no matter what.
Makes sense.
And Crayfish picked CNC too.
I'm picking CNC too, guys.
I got Christian Cage and Adam Copeland as well. I just can't go against these guys.
Well, not only that, we don't know how Dak's going to be with that broken nose. So
maybe he'll come out with that little plastic thing like that Harley Cameron's been wearing. It's going to be an awesome match. I think this match is going to be so well wrestled and so fun and so brutal and so personal. This is one of the most personal matches on the card, which makes it that much more fun. But I just, man, these guys, if not, I mean, this is probably one of their last scenarios. It's tough to, so many variables that are in play that are making CNC almost a lock. FTR is arguably one of the best tag teams in AEW in the biz right now that have been so in sync and a true tag team for so many years. It's hard to bet against them in any form. However, it's like with all those extra variables, like CNC is not losing.
And I
you want to make the crowd pissed off?
Yeah, right. No, this is a Valentine to the Toronto fans. This is what everybody's been waiting for. And that's why this is happening. You're absolutely right. This isn't over. I don't think they're going to sour the fans by having some shenanigans happen. However, I think when we talk about the ladder match later, I think that is going to set up a TLC, and I think that's going to happen because I do think after this, CNC go after the tag titles. Brent, are you going CNC?
Yep, the Music Factory, they're winning.
Yep.
On this day.
Yeah. So we do a mashup.
Yeah, I'm curious if, they're going to have separate entrances. When are they going to have, combined entrances? And when are they going to actually be a cohesive team, CNC?
Are they going to do the 5 second?
You want to have a team that comes out together. Here we go. It was such a banger, man. I was blasting that when we were at All In. And I couldn't believe he came back at All In. That was so great. Such a huge moment down there.
We're going to go crazy in Toronto.
Oh, gosh. I think it is smart. It is very smart by Tony to put this as the leadoff match because the crowd is just going to be super hyped for not only to sing along with that song, but their hometown guys. And so maybe this will be finally this will be the time where we see them hug it out, because they haven't really embraced each other, Cope and Cage. They've been there for each other through battle and through the last, couple feuds with Kill Switch and now FTR, but they haven't really, had that true moment where like the Outrunners handshake or whatever it may be. Yeah. So I think tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon will be the moment that we get kind of like the final stamp of like, all right, these guys are ready to go as a team. Finally.
My favorite Cope and Christian moment though in AEW was when they had their feud and they both wore hockey jerseys and they fought even into the penalty box. That was awesome. That was tremendous. That's still an all-timer, and I hope they do something similar with FTR at this.
Well, that would be cool if Adam and Christian wear Toronto hockey jerseys and FTR wear Detroit Red Wing jerseys.
Yep.
Hey, I'm a big Steven. Where do you live?
Huh?
Where do you live, Steven?
I live in Mississippi. I used to live in Michigan.
Okay, so yeah, I'm a huge Red Wings. Wait, actually, look at
Right
this
here.
hat right here.
I'm a Stars guy.
Look at this hat right
Yeah.
here. Detroit Red Wings all the
I'm a Red
way.
Wings fan.
So
Red
as
Wings,
much as
yeah.
I don't want to see there we go, Pittsburgh. We got a lot of rivalries in this chat right now. You know,
Yeah,
Pittsburgh and Detroit had some good rivalries. Toronto
we
and
got
Detroit.
the Blackhawks here
definitely.
in this house.
Go
Oh,
Stars.
man, yes. I can't wait for
We're
hockey to
Chicago.
be back. I just played oh no, not Chicago.
Oh,
I do love Chicago's goal song. It's a love-hate. I know. Anyways, this is a great way to start the show.
Yeah.
You got such an emotional match. It's going to be an emotional overall everything. But
Hey.
let's shift gears because we're talking tag team division and ladder match. Let's talk about that ladder match. Yeah.
Can you imagine that, like Steven said, if FTR came out in Red Wings jerseys? I mean, they'll get stuff thrown at them. I think it'd be funny. All right, what's the next
No
one?
Gangrel for the Red.
The ladder match.
This match.
Let's
talk that ladder match.
Oh, that.
This quickly became a match that I'm looking at Crayfish's thing. For the ladder match, he's still got Brodito he's got okay, so there we go. This one, as I mentioned at the top of the show, quickly became one of my favorites that I'm looking forward to the most. Like a huge ladder match guy. I love the gimmick of a ladder match. I think it just, especially look at this talent, like, wow, they're going to do some crazy stuff. Like really some crazy stuff. I'm curious to see all that. I saw a ladder match with FTR and Young Bucks it was Wrestle Dream in St. Louis when Jack Perry came out to help them win the titles, or might have been, I forget the exact results, but I just love a ladder match. It's so brutal, but so fun as well. Like there's such an awesome image of them pulling the belts down and standing on top of the ladder, like holding up the belts on we're the champs. Like I just love that image. To me, that's one of my favorites for sure. And a Royal Rumble, that type of thing is also one of my favorites. But oh man, I don't know. I right now I'm torn. I'm really torn. Where do you sit, Brent?
Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks.
Ooh.
They've been on quite the resurgence and a lot of fun to watch since they won that money. BTE's coming back. They're kind of tweening a little bit with, I think going back to babyface, which I'm salivating for. Can't wait for that. But wow, yeah. This is, other than nothing against the Don Callis family. Hechicero is awesome. Alexander's been doing real great stuff. If any of the other three teams win, I'll be fine with. It's one of those, like, I'm not angry. I wouldn't be as mad, or I want to be proven wrong. But I almost feel like who do you? To me, the next in line is CNC. So almost, who do you want to see CNC go against? Young Bucks winning, if their next in line is to face Cope and Cage, like that is literally like two Mount Rushmore tag teams almost going toe to toe. Like I don't know if they've ever gone toe to toe. So that would be very, very compelling. Like Brodito in general, like, is awesome, has been great. It's like so fun, really great champs. Excited they won. However, like I'm gonna go with you, Brent. I think I'm going with you. I'm going with the Young Bucks because what I want for their future and their future feuds. I would love to see Young Bucks, who helped create AEW and really set the bar for tag team wrestling, to go against one of the OG tag teams in Cope and Cage. What about you, Steven?
Well, I know that Jet Speed and Bandino is going to make this. They're going to be human highlight reels in this.
That is going to be an understatement on that.
Yep. So, guys, I agree with you. I'm going to pick the Bucks.
Okay. All right.
Bandito and Hechicero alone, that Ring of Honor classic, a 10-star match. just them going at it together. If it's going to be the match is going to be insane.
Yep.
Jet speed for FTD.
That's my phone. Sorry.
This is for the belt.
Got it. I am also going with the Bucks because I think it's going to be the Bucks, Cope and Christian, and one other team for the TLC title match.
Could you imagine
at Wrestle
Bucks?
Dream or Full Gear?
Who would you want that third team to be, Mind?
I'd want it to be FTR.
I mean, that is literally like generational tag teams right there. You got Cope and Christian, Cope and Christian, have been around for decades, and then FTR kind of got their way in, and Young Bucks were after that. So it's like 3 generations of waves of tag teams. Like that would just feed families, as you like to say, Mindrunner. I love that.
FTR kind of fits the they don't dress like them, but FTR fits the Dudleys. The Young Bucks kind of fit the Hardys, and Cope and Christian or Cope and Christian. I think that it's not going to be the exact same, but it's an opportunity. And let's be honest, the Bucks, they're not the Max and Jeremy that they used to be, so they don't have as many of these left. And certainly there's a very small window for the Bucks versus Cope and Christian to happen. But I think they have an opportunity to create some magic and really just hype this up and have a TLC with the Bucks, FTR, Cope and Christian, and it'll be the most electrifying thing we've had in a while.
Sign me up, 100%.
It's going to be scary, Brody climbing that ladder.
Yeah.
You might need to climb
Brody,
2 at once.
Brody doesn't. They don't need a ladder. Brody's just going to throw Bandito up, and he's going to grab the belts.
Lawn dart him.
He's just going to.
Yeah. Aaron, who you got?
Y'all made convincing points, but I'm going with Young Bucks.
But you're going with the Young Bucks. All right.
But here's where the but comes in. They're going to celebrate. And as they're celebrating at the end, we get Jack Perry out from behind. And then when they turn around and see Jack Perry, then on the other side, we get Luchasaurus. And we got Jurassic Express.
Luchasaurus, yes.
Up against the Young Bucks at Wrestle Dream for the titles.
Love it. Love it.
That's what I got. That's what I got.
was telling SPD last week. Only Marco Stunt be missing.
Don't get Mindrunner excited.
He can still be a manager, though.
Eating the whole thing. Marco Stunt.
Well, as I was saying last night, a lot of previous gimmicks and stuff that were over and people trying to change it up, they're kind of bringing back. Hence the Roderick Strong, screaming thing, which is hilarious. The Juice Robinson getting a little wild. Potentially, yes, we're getting the Acclaimed back. Mindrunner scissoring himself over there. And then if you have Jack Perry and Killswitch, aka Luchasaurus, reunite in heel fashion, I would be here for that. And I think that would be a great segue feud until you get to that TLC match.
Yeah, we've been saying Jack Perry's going to show up for months. We're like, I'm give up.
I know, man.
We can have that TLC match at World's End.
Nice.
You could have that TLC match without FTR and have it with Luchas or Killswitch and Perry.
Mm-hmm. Who's Killswitch? I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's no Killswitch anymore. He's back. Luchasaurus.
Hey, Steven, what match you want to talk about next?
Let's go with We Hurt People.
Oh,
We Hurt People. We Hurt People.
Trios match. This is an interesting one. What's your take there, Steven?
It's a toss-up, my opinion.
It really is.
I could go 3 scenarios. One, I'm thinking Ricochet might turn on the Gates of Agony. 2, I think Hurt Syndicate might add another member in Keith Lee.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro.
And 3
Okay.
in the MVP turns on Hurt Syndicate.
Wow.
So
That's
that's the 3 scenarios I could think of that could possibly happen.
Oh, that MVP one's a.
But I'm still going to pick We Hurt People.
We hurt people. We hurt people. Those are some great takes. Those. The thing about when I'm trying to predict these pay-per-views is I always want so much more storyline to it. Like I don't want as good as matches are, and then you hit the pin 1, 2, 3, and move on to the next match in pay-per-views because there's a lot to cover for sure. But every time we do these shows, it's like, oh, I want more. I want this surprise. I want this run-in. I want this. It's like you only in typical AEW fashion, they don't have as much time to have all this stuff, like to have these crazy moments, unfortunately. So I think I'm going with Ricochet and Gates of Agony because they're heels. It's surprising, but Hurt Syndicate is so over. I think MVP is going to get pinned by Ricochet, kind of have a full circle, like, aha moment for it because Ricochet tried to join the Hurt Syndicate. MVP pretty much said no, ripped up that card. And so long-term storytelling, Ricochet is going to have that moment to shine where he pins MVP and he can have a lot of bragging rights for it. That's where I'm going. Crayfish is going Hurt Syndicate too.
I'm going Ricochet, Gates of Agony.
All right, my man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's another one of those things like who needs the win more too. I think that match on Wednesday was fantastic with Bobby and Toa. The feud with these guys, all 6 of them, has been really good so far. A lot of great selling, a lot of good beatdowns, but man, both teams. I don't think whoever wins and loses, I don't think is affected that much. Like I don't think Hurt Syndicate, even if they take the W or the loss, I think MVP's got to be the guy to take the L, and they just kind of regroup and just continue to kick ass. I mean, I think the crowd loves them. I mean, how could you not? Where you at with this one, Brent?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Gates and Ricochet too.
Yeah.
For
There you
the
go.
record,
There you go.
my opinion, though, they should have won the trios titles, beating the Ops.
Yep.
They should
Agreed.
have won there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they could potentially get a rematch. Like I know Death Rider's kind of calling out the Ops as well for trios titles again. That's one of the probably last things I want to see is the Death Riders have another trios run. No offense to them, but just to keep it fresh. Like I could totally see Ricochet getting another and GOA get another shot at those trios titles. This feud makes perfect sense and is great. I'm here for it. But who would be next in line for a trios title if not the Ricochet GOA taking the W here? I don't see any trios teams that are formidable other than LFI, which we thought we maybe see a change there, but they didn't really do too much.
Bang Bang Gang with Ace Austin.
I know they're not doing much. Scorpio Sky and Top Flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true. Mind? Pretty silent over there, Mind. How you feeling?
Because I'm listening to y'all, but it's the Hurt Syndicate for the win. Here's why.
Okay.
Bobby Lashley's gonna go singles. He's gonna win. I mean, they're gonna win, and I like the idea of them getting. I don't think it's gonna be Keith Lee. I'm not sure he's healthy enough to come back, but they're gonna add a 4th person, and I think Shelton will either tag with him, or Shelton might start making a play for some of the other titles, maybe against Fletcher. But Bobby Lashley's going singles. Bobby Lashley's going to be going. Possibly, we might get Bobby Lashley versus Hangman at some point.
Ooh.
Which that would be insane.
Okay.
And I think just even say that out of my mouth that we're going to might witness Bobby Lashley versus Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah.
In 2025. that's insane. But no, I think it's you can't build up the Hurt Syndicate as this dominating force and have them lose their titles the way they did, and then now start to have them take some L's. As much as I love how far Ricochet and the Gates of Agony have come, and Ricochet is one of my favorite heel characters as well as athletes in the ring, and Gates of Agony are awesome, not at the expense of taking out the momentum of the Hurt Syndicate. But the momentum right now is Bobby Lashley's going for singles wins, and I think we're going to see Bobby versus Hangman at either Wrestle Dream or at Full Gear.
I know I've said this a couple times. I think Scorpio.
What happened?
So,
sorry, cut out, Steven. Say it again.
I said Scorpio Sky would be perfect joining the Hurt Syndicate if that happens.
Could
yeah.
be.
Yeah.
I like that. I never even thought of that, honestly.
Or Darius Martin turns on Dante and joins the Hurt Syndicate.
There seems a lot of little turmoil there with the Top Flight guys, the Top Flight brothers there. I don't know who, we really were pushing for Wardlow to join the Hurt Syndicate. I think it would have been perfect, but I don't know if there's going to be another member or not. They don't necessarily need one, but if they want to refresh that, I would love to see Bobby Lashley be TNT champion down the line.
I got a curveball for everyone.
Yeah, send it.
How about Powerhouse Hobbs? They lose the trios titles, and then he joins the Hurt Syndicate.
I mean, those three guys, I wouldn't want to ever see them in an alley anywhere. I would run away crying.
Especially Lashley and Hobbs. I mean,
Lashley, Hobbs, and Benjamin Shelton. Like, gosh,
man. I mean, just imagine Hobbs in the suit and coming out. And,
I know.
Bro,
well, as we know,
Hobbs
has been a really good heel, but as we experienced it all in person, he's such an humble, awesome guy, and he's doing good. I'm glad with the pairing with Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe has probably been mentoring him really, really well. You see Hobbs there just kind of standing there, just like a big meaty man, and Joe just cutting these awesome promos. I don't know where that goes.
How about Hook?
Yeah.
Hook could join her.
Hook barely combs his hair. I can't see him in a suit. But I know, Mind, you were saying that too, Hook and the Hurt Syndicate. But I don't see him cleaning his act up. I don't know where with that, but a lot of fun stuff to think about with this one. I'm excited. So many good matches. 2 more matches on the main card. A pivotal return, Kingston. We'll talk that, and then we'll end with the Hangman match, and we'll just take everyone's pre-show card stuff on there. FTD wants us to move on. Let's talk about the Mad King and Big Bill. I get why they did this, and I'm actually excited for this one because you plant the seeds, you plant the hints, you plant the breadcrumbs and all that. Big Bill calling him out. Big Bill's been doing some awesome stuff. Now, is this going to be a one and done, or is this going to lead to a Jericho return?
Oh,
I saw this. I don't remember who was saying this, but Big Bill is still heel. So is Brian Keith, and is still under the learning tree a little bit. But does Jericho return to have a feud with Eddie Kingston to help put Eddie over even more? I could see that happening. That would be really cool to happen. Talk about returns and surprises. But the fact that they're hyping up Kingston to return, this is another one of those moments where everyone's going to be on the edge of their seat. Big Bill's going to come out with his entrance. Everyone's going to be waiting for that Mad King music to pop. And just it's going to be one of those moments where it's going to just refuel the crowd. And I'm here for it. Kingston is back. I've always had kind of a little mixed feelings about him and his gimmick. Hopefully he doesn't look like a homeless guy off the street. One of the hardest choppers for sure. But man, Brent, how do you feel about Kingston returning with already announced versus a surprise?
What do you mean?
Like already like a pre-announced match versus like a surprise return.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably rather see him as a surprise coming down. Unfortunately, like I like Big Bill a whole bunch, and I wish they would be doing some more stuff with him. He could be such a menacing character, and he's so good on the mic. So yeah, I'm not that excited about this match at all. I know Eddie Kingston's gonna win. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Like Jericho's not coming back. I think it's just gonna be like another match on the card. People are gonna be excited because Kingston's back. He's gonna get his win. They could have put someone else there, I think. Now, maybe like what you were saying, maybe Big Bill's there because something crazy is gonna happen, which would be cool. But I don't know. I don't have much hope.
Anyone got a hot take on this one other than Jericho returning?
I do. I got a hot take, and it's not really so much a hot take. I think there's some shoot behind the scenes reason for this match taking place. And I don't think it's anything about heat backstage. I think Bill recognizes depression and recognizes the signs of depression, and I think this whole match is kind of a way to motivate Eddie to have something to work for. And if you've been watching Eddie's sessions with Caesar Bononi and a lot of the stuff that he's been doing, and a lot of some of the stuff Eddie goes on Instagram and he'll talk about stuff, and depression's real, Pada, that kind of stuff. And I think that Eddie got into a real dark place after his injury. And I think he was having a lot of self-doubt what he was doing, because to me, from a storyline standpoint, he should be showing up and being involved in the Death Riders feud as a variable, not on the Death Riders side, but pissed off that John Moxley is acting the way he is and blaming it on Claudio and that kind of thing. But this just doesn't. This to me sounds similar to when Jamie Hayter came back and had nothing to do with Britt Baker. But I think Big Bill calling Eddie out, this is a way of Big Bill kind of saying, hey, Eddie, we want you. We want you in the company. We want you to come back. And this is Big Bill saying, hey, I got you. And I think Big Bill's gonna lay down for Eddie, and they're gonna put on a great match. It's gonna be an epic return. But I think that shoot behind the scenes, this is Big Bill basically giving Eddie a reason to come back. If that makes any sense. I
love that. Yeah. I love that take on that.
I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I like that.
Someone's got to do the deed, and for his return, it makes sense. He did such a good job, Big Bill. And like you said, Brent, I really do love Big Bill's work and stuff. So if Jericho does eventually return, I think it's time for – he's doing such good heel work too. So it's like, do they turn on Jericho? Do they revisit that? I don't know. I feel like Jericho's got to return sometime soon. And whether he puts someone else over or what, but the guy's too funny, too good, too pivotal for AEW. I don't think he's going to leave AEW. I really hope he doesn't on that. You got to take Steven?
I like Big Bill too, but he needs to get out of that loading tree gimmick.
Yeah,
versus Brian Keith. But I like Kingston. It's cool to see him back. This is one of the matches I'm not really looking forward to. One of those, but
you want to be surprised.
I want to see Eddie again.
Yeah. It's just I think it's more like out of the blue, trying to stack the card, trying to get some returns back, because there's a lot of wrestlers out on the shelf, injured.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Kingston.
I like it. Same with you, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm going with Kingston. And I don't mind the pre-announcement too much. A surprise is cool too, but I mean, I was surprised even for like when I was watching Collision and Big Bill said, "You Eddie Kingston." I'm like, "What?"
I know, right?
That was a surprise to me. And then for Eddie to respond on Threads, and then they made the match announcement. I mean, there's the surprise, but now you got a lot of people like now want like, no, Eddie's back, cool. So
I know.
But now we're waiting to see what he looks like now. Like, is he jacked? Is he, is he slimmed down? Or is he still the same? I mean,
ring rust.
So much. I mean, maybe ring rust, maybe
Could
not.
be. But you
We'll
do
see.
know the pop's going to be off the charts, though.
Oh,
In
yeah.
fact,
Oh, for
they're
sure.
going to tease it, like you said. Big Bill's going to come out. He's going to get the mic. There's no music for Eddie, and he's going to say, "That's what I thought, Eddie. You're a coward. You're not going to do. You're going to.
Mhm.
The world is
Mhm.
cold." And then the pop. Yeah. This is Eddie's return.
Yep.
It's going to be in the
Well,
middle of the show, so we get that resurgence for sure.
What if Big Bill says, "Well, I'm not going to wrestle you, Kingston. I thought somebody's going to wrestle, find out who it is," and there's Jericho in Canada. So
Jericho versus Kingston.
I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
You
That'd
stupid
be-
idiot.
Yep.
That'd be a surprise there.
That would.
That would be a dope surprise right there. That's a good one.
All right, Cowboy, tell us about your main event. Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher, which quickly became very personal, very physical, very intense. Maybe not the match that was always planned for All Out, but we are here for it. Definitely future world champ in Kyle Fletcher, but the time is not now because this is the era of the Hangman. How you feeling, Aaron?
I'm feeling Hangman, of course. Can't go against Hangman, but this is how he's going to win / lose, because it's going to be a disqualification, and Kyle Fletcher is going to lose that TNT title, and we're going to get a tournament for the TNT Championship.
I love a good tournament.
For the vacant title, because he got disqualified.
Sir, Tony Khan
it
sure
title
loves
for title?
tournaments, does he?
What's that?
The Tony Khan sure loves tournaments.
Oh,
I love tournament. I love tournaments too. I'm a tournament mark, that's for sure.
That's one thing I love about New Japan Pro Wrestling.
But he could almost, if he does that route, Aaron, like he could, Fletcher could just re-win his title back, and then it'll just be like, it doesn't matter what you do, I'm gonna still be the best TNT title champion of all time. Blah blah blah. Like, you can throw a tournament at me, you can strip me of this, but I'm gonna take this forever. Whatever it may be. And so I didn't even think that's a great take on that.
That or Wardlow. He's hurt, but
Yeah, I know.
Is it that serious? And then he enters. And gets the title, TNT title back.
You could have a tournament of all former TNT champions.
Sammy Guevara,
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse
Guevara.
Hobbs,
Darby.
Scorpio
Scorpio
Sky.
Scorpio Sky. Yeah.
Like, there's been a lot of TNT champions, so
I like
to have
it.
that tournament would be cool of all only former champs to do that. Yeah, Hangman's not losing this one, but I've really, really enjoyed this build. I really have, and they've done such a good job at building up Fletcher. They've done such a good job at building him up. They've done such a good job at Hangman's done, not buried him or in any sense. But Fletcher, it's really hard for anyone in the Callis family to stay out of someone else's business. And so you're right. I do think there might be that wild card of him getting that title stripped. As much as I don't want that to happen, but if he does get it stripped, it would be a good segue feud segue motivation to get it back for Fletcher.
Because I have a little, like, what I would like to see is that Kyle Fletcher, he wins the title later at Revolution, whomever's the champion then. Then he holds the title. He's the AEW World Champ. He's bragging, I'm the best. Nobody can beat me. And then we get Billy Goat back. And we get Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay in the main event of All In next year for the AEW World Championship.
Bruv. Yeah.
So let me get this
Will
straight.
Ospreay wins the title.
So let me get this straight. If Fletcher gets DQ'd, he loses the TNT title, correct?
Yes, he is stripped of the title, which means there would be a.
I really think it's going to be a clean match. I really do think it's going to be a clean finish. I'm picking Heyman, guys.
So this, I was talking about this on my show, the show last night. Like, if Hangman does get the W, I don't see a clean after the bell rings. I don't see a clean ending, and so Hangman's kind of low on options. I know he kind of was helping, Top Flight out a little bit and others, but if you ever want to turn the Young Bucks back to babyface, you have to have them help Hangman and redeem Hangman and help come to their aid on that. So if he does get starting to beat down, Young Bucks come out. That is the true moment for them. I think that is the only way you get the Young Bucks back to babyface is for them to come aid Hangman.
It's when the ref bump starts.
Yep.
And have Kenny Omega come out too, because Dow Callis family's pretty big.
Yeah,
I know. To reunite the OG Elite, which I've been salivating for, which would be so great. That would be, whether it be tomorrow or whether it be another pay-per-view or another time, to reunite the OG Elite would be the ultimate payoff for and the ultimate nemesis to the Don Callis family.
How about returning Orange Cassidy might help Heyman win?
No.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
No.
I don't want to see that.
Yes. Orange Cassidy all the way. Steven, even that thumb was a little too much effort. You got to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there it is. It's like, that's awesome. Yes.
I mean, there's a handful of locks that we're all in lockstep for on this one, and it's fun also to see the ones that we're not. We got Mercedes. That's a clean sweep. Hangman's pretty much a clean sweep. Other than I don't think anyone's going to bet against Hangman.
Hang on, did Craig vote? And we still haven't heard from Brent yet.
I know. I can't see Brent being a Fletcher mark. Come on.
You forgot one more match, guys.
Yeah, we got one more.
Yeah, we're getting to that.
Which one?
The coffin
Moxley
match.
Darby.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that.
How can you forget
Is Craig going Hangman?
Yeah, Hangman.
Okay. Here, I'll give him a beard. All right, look at that.
Same with you, Brent.
The new Billy Goat.
He's a 10-point buck. Look at him. All right, let's talk about it. Can I start? Can I start this one?
Please, the floor is yours.
Floor is yours.
The dude climbed Mount Everest. You can't kill Darby Allin. And as much as the Death Riders have been, they got Daniel Garcia, they got all this stuff that there's all this cool stuff going on. I think Darby is getting the win on this one. I think it's Darby. He climbed Mount Everest. He's back. Yes, he's ragdoll, but he's going to get the 1, 2, 3. It's not going to be dominant. It's going to be one of those he out of the blue, and I'm sure there's going to be shenanigans. There's going to be all kinds of stuff, but he's going to end up putting John Moxley in the coffin, and he's going to get the victory on this one.
Has Darby lost a coffin match?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No,
I mean that match was made for him. I mean, he's got the coffin drop, everything on that. So it's like you don't bring him back, and he doesn't do all those accolades and do all this, and he has his number one target, John Moxley, to just lose.
This storyline's been going on too long for this to not happen.
Right. And I mean, Darby's got to take it. Darby's got to take it. Darby, all the way.
Yes. Darby Allin lost to Jack Perry at All In 2024 in a coffin match.
Wow.
That's the only loss.
Yeah. But what if when all the chaos, shenanigans start, Eddie Kingston shows up and him and Mox in a stare down?
I want to see that. Yep.
I mean, this is gonna. Eddie Kingston has a lot of wrongs to right, per se. Still with the Death Riders, the Gabe Kidd gimmick. You got him hurt. He still's got some beef with, I'm sure, with Claudio and Mox. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Even after, if Darby does win and puts Moxley in the coffin, which I think is going to happen, it's this. I feel like this isn't. Well, usually a coffin match is kind of like, all right, we're done, we'll move on. But I think there's still a lot of meat on the bones here. How do you see this one panning out, Steven?
Unfortunately, guys, I'm picking Darby to win.
You say unfortunately?
Yep.
Well, yeah, because Moxley's on your team.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get any more points. Like, you've locked up the victory.
I think you locked
probably a month ago with the season 6 draft.
I got an interesting take on this one.
Bring it.
And it follows up from what I said earlier. They help Chris Statlander win. Chris Statlander comes out as it looks like Darby's about to put Mox in the coffin. She interferes, hits the finishing move on Darby, and then Mox rolls Darby into the coffin, and then Mox wins. Ooh. And after the aftermath of this, the Death Riders, of course, do their thing, start beating people up. Here comes the cavalry. They're still outnumbered, though. And then we get freshly squeezed coming out for the assistance and helping Darby and company and fight off the Death Riders, and that'll lead up to possibly Garcia and Mox against Darby and Orange Cassidy in a tag match at Wrestle Dream.
Ooh, I'd love to
or
see
we
that.
get a 5-man tag match with the Death Riders with Darby Allin's team.
What if, Aaron, what if they go to open the coffin and Orange Cassidy's in the coffin?
Oh, that'd be
and you just all you see, the door opens and all you see coming out of the coffin is like the thumb coming out.
Oh my goodness, that'd be so sweet.
Well,
as Mox is about to roll Darby in, all of a sudden he opens up like, what the?
Well, we haven't had a blood and guts match so far this year, so I'm thinking
No,
maybe
we
Blood and
haven't.
Guts at Wrestle Dream.
Maybe that's what could happen.
What do you guys take? Like, because I don't know. Like, what do you think about? What did Danielson say to Darby? What did he whisper to Darby? Like, do you think Danielson has any kind of wrench in
Darby
this one,
told
too?
him, don't help me, but who
What
has
I was
connections?
I was gonna say Danielson was gonna do something. And what if Sting was in the coffin?
Oh,
Because
Santa Sting.
Darby mentioned how he has Sting's back forever, and what if that'd be cool.
I
almost hope, like, if this was the main event, I feel like we'd get a lot more of shenanigans. Like, I'm here for continuing this feud because it's been so fun of Darby being a menace and like attacking different Death Riders and giving him the old smell this rag type of trick and dragging Gabe Kidd behind a SUV. Like, it works so well together. So could we not even see like a winner on this? It just turns into pure chaos or what? Like, I don't want to see Darby lose this match. He's come so far for it to the payoff. He Moxley put him down the shelf for X amount of months. This is the battle of redemption for sure.
Would that be a swerve if Danielson turns on Darby?
He won't, because he's on commentary and you got to give him.
They've kind of neutered Danielson though, like, but because he's kind of like, I promised I can't get involved,
Yeah, but
I mean, it could be a shoot too. It also could be, like legit. Like, I need to
but who
protect myself.
was in that picture that everyone keeps referring to? It's Darby, Orange Cassidy.
It was
Best
Garcia.
Friends. Yeah, true. What if the big twist, Garcia is the double agent here, or the man behind enemy lines? And they get Mox. They fool Mox in this one, and then he gives as he's helping Darby put him in the coffin. Then he kind of turns to Mox, give him the middle finger, "F you," and then boom.
Wow.
That could happen.
And then Orange Cassidy comes out. I'm still hoping for an Orange Cassidy.
I mean, he's overdue to return. I think All Out has been such a pivotal pay-per-view for AEW. It'll refresh a lot of stuff, especially adding another red hot babyface as an OC to the roster, which we have two big ones. Obviously, as I mentioned, Swerve and Ospreay out for a little bit. Whew. This one, I'm really curious. Yeah. So Cray picks also Darby. I got Darby. Who else we got on there? Who are we missing? Brent.
Who you got, Brent?
Darby.
Oh, am I the lone wolf?
You're the lone wolf.
Team
You're Barry Windham.
And Mox will finally pick his vacation.
Yeah, finally.
Maybe.
But then, so
I got you, Mox. I got you.
If Mox is out of the picture, that throws a whole wrench into if Statlander joins the Death Riders. She's going to join Death Riders without their leader? So I don't know, what the deal. Mox never takes vacation. I don't think he knows what that is.
No, he doesn't.
He eats, sleeps, and breathes AEW,
which is great. We are very thankful
when I'm dead.
We are very thankful for Mox. He has been definitely the MVP of AEW since he's arrived, by far.
I'm
been
still
the
waiting for
backbone.
that All Elite Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
The All Elite Hall of Fame. It's got to be Sting. It's got to be,
He'd be first ballot, that's for sure.
First.
Yep.
Danielson, even Jericho,
MJF.
Oh, we got years with him. I'm talking.
I know.
When he first brings it out, like first class Sting.
Orange Cassidy.
Nah, he ain't leaving yet.
Well, before we wrap, really quick, without talking too much, get everyone's for the pre-show, just so we have our bingo card set. I'm writing it down. Garcia versus Shibata. Tell me your picks.
Garcia.
All right,
Garcia.
I got Shibata.
All right.
Garcia.
Joe versus the Workhorseman. And Hobbs.
Joe
Ops.
I think that's a.
Yeah.
I think they should have done a trios match for the trios.
I love the Workhorseman, but
Right.
I mean, this is gonna and there'll be a great match, but it's a slaughter.
Yeah.
And does JD Drake look like Larry the Cable Guy to you guys?
Yes, he does. Yes, if Larry the Cable Guy was a phenomenal wrestler, that's who JD Drake would be. Exactly.
Gosh, I didn't even think of that.
No, totally. That was the first vibe I got when I first saw him wrestle. So that's Larry the Cable
The
Guy.
ladies' tornado match. We got Willow, Mina, Harley, Queen versus the Julia, Sky Blue, Megan, Bane, and Penelope Ford.
I'm going with the heels. I think it's going to be Megan.
The bad team.
Yep, bad girls.
Bad girls.
And this is all set now. This is all teasing. They're just marking time until the tag titles are ready.
What about you, Brent, Steven, and Aaron?
I'm picking the faces.
The faces, baby.
Yep, Penelope's taking the pin.
I can't go against Harley Cameron.
Feel the wrath.
Feel the wrath.
I'm going baby faces too. Baby faces or heels, Brent?
I'm going heels.
Heels, all right.
He's wearing heels. What?
I am.
Yep.
Man.
I'm a cross dresser.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I got you.
The last thing I'll get since y'all are here, time for main event. So we got the Hangman versus Fletcher for the time for main event tiebreaker.
I saw Bobby say 59 minutes. And but I'm not laughing. I'm like,
Oh, he did. He literally is in the chat right now, or he's on Instagram.
I would laugh, except that could happen. I don't think it's going 59. I'm gonna say 32.
32. Okay. Even.
32-01. I'm gonna Bob Barker it.
Steven, it was between you and I for the time of the main event tiebreaker last pay-per-view. It was down to that.
Yep.
Deb says 34, by the way.
Deb 34?
Yeah.
All right. You got to have her send me the pics of her last few matches later.
All right.
What are you picking? I'm going to say for the main event, we'll go, I'm going to say 33-33.
I'm going to go with 40 minutes.
40,
All right.
okay.
40.
I'm going with 37 minutes.
All right. Brent?
28-51.
All right.
Man, okay.
Sweet. I'll have to get crazed. And yeah, I'm writing down Bobby's picks. He's got Okada, Allen, Mercedes, Tony Storm he's going with. Let's see if he goes with... Oh, he's going with MJF. Dang.
Ooh, Bobby.
Yeah. He's going with Brodito as well. Brodito he's going with. He's going with Hurt Syndicate. We hurt people. And let's see if he goes with... Yep, Eddie Kingston as well. So, yeah.
I'm gonna
you guys,
say
thank you so much for joining us. It's been a lot of fun.
I'm gonna say early congratulations to the Snake, Steven.
Yep.
You got this one locked. But you're going down next season, son. It's going on. It's on like Donkey Kong. You ain't taking my Kyle Fletcher again. You ain't taking him away a second time.
One word,
Mine, that's what we gotta do. We gotta go back and look at
the Snake speaks.
One word, Mindrunder. Repeat.
Oh
no. I was distracted trying to stop SPD. Now it's on the Snake. I'm a mongoose. I'm gonna get that snake.
Yeah, we'll
all
figure
good,
out.
man.
We'll
fun.
send a chat. We'll send a text out, or we'll send something out. We'll figure out when we can do that draft, but definitely sometime next week. We definitely ALW. We want maybe. I mean, I'm fine with a Sunday night draft or something like that, or a Monday night draft. One of those where we can all make it for sure, because it's always a lot of fun live to do that draft.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. We can talk about that on Thursday, or as well as get in like a group chat, and so we can try to have everyone make sure everyone makes it, because we want everyone to have a fair shake at it with the draft. We got everyone's picks for the bingo card. Enjoy the show tomorrow, guys. Hey, can we talk to you all about it once it's over? You doing a watch along, Aaron?
I'm doing a watch along. Yep, going live at 1:45.
All right, I'll try to pop in. I'm going golfing with my buddies in the morning, and then I'll be back and being able to watch a little bit, or watch all out, and I'll pop in and say hey for a little bit and watch a match or two.
I'll be in a watch along too on doing a double all out in WrestlePalooza.
Oh, damn!
Double.
Yeah.
You better buckle up there, Steven.
Bring a sack lunch.
Exactly.
I'm just doing it all out, and I'll watch Palooza and do a review later. I'm more excited for All Out tomorrow, to be honest.
Same.
Yeah, this card is damn stacked. It is so stacked. PK is on his throne cooking, that's for sure.
And I'm waiting to see what spring 2027 brings us. What Tony Khan's saying is really, really big.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with Bully and them. Like they're talking, like they're going to do some kind of programming here in the States, and it's going to be impactful. I think a lot of wrestling fans will kind of appreciate that, and I'm ready for it. Bring it on.
We all got to try to go.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We need to make it like we did with All in Texas, man.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
It might be Revolution what he's talking.
Well, Steve, Start
So I would
saving your
love to go.
pennies then, man. Start
Yep.
saving your pennies now for 2027. We need you out there.
Yeah.
We gotta
We got to do a meetup next 2026. We got to figure out one where we can all go to the pay-per-view and 2027.
I'm gonna
And
get
Brent,
Dynamite Houston.
Jericho Cruise, baby.
Ooh.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jericho Cruise next November.
Hey, if Jericho Cruise, are we gonna get like Captain Steuben like uniforms that say Dynamite Download on it? We could get like I'll be Gopher. I don't know.
We'll get sailor hats too with the logo on it. Yep.
Yeah, the captain hat with the snake logo around it.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, that's it right there. The snake. Oh, dude, I was blinded by the shades. I didn't see the snake.
That's awesome. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night and get ready for an awesome night or day of wrestling overall, man. So appreciate you all for joining us. It is the Team Dynamite Download Riders right here, the bros of Dynamite Download, wrapping things up.
Womp, 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 womp.
There we go.
All right.